Alright guys, so if you don't know, if you didn't watch the previous video to this video, me and Jen got engaged. So good. Me and Jen got engaged in March, and we just kind of wanted to talk about what engagement's like. I know I got bombarded with questions after the engagement happened and what it feels like, what's different, and we're just kind of making this video to give our perspective about engagement and how it's different from dating. So how about you start? What have you learned?
That's not what we discussed prior to this.
What have you learned so far from being engaged?
Okay. Well, first of all, we are getting married July 14th. I'd say the main thing that is different, I think both of us always have modeled our relationship off of, obviously, you know what the gospel says, and a huge thing was always, we were always told in the relationship that you both give 100%, you die to yourself every day for that other person, and I think that's something that's totally changed since engagement. With dating, we did that, we tried, but I think since being engaged, it's really hard to be selfish, honestly, because it's so set in stone. Like, I know my future's with Ashton for the rest of my life. Like, I am going to be with him, and so I think it's not necessarily easier, but kind of it is almost easier, because I know me investing in him now, me putting him first, I am putting myself first in that, because I'm going to be one with you and spend my whole life with you. So I think that is something that's totally changed, just knowing that our relationship is so concrete. Like, my future is with him, so giving my all into our relationship is definitely something that is very important. What about you? What's something that's different for you? Something that's hard too. It doesn't have to be good.
No, yeah. So I think definitely what you're saying, like, there's a sense of security knowing that that's the one person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So it takes, like, dating, it's like, wow, this is actually really, really serious, or else I wouldn't have put an expensive ring on your finger. So it just kind of takes it takes it up a notch for sure, that it's a legit thing. I think that a hard thing about that, though, is, and that is freeing, knowing that it's going to be the one person, but that also is kind of like the hard thing, knowing that that is the one person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So, like, when things pop up, or little arguments, or and we don't really get in arguments, but like when differences arise, you're like, oh wow, is this what our marriage is going to be? You know what I mean? You start to think, like, is this what a marriage is going to be like? And you get a glimpse of like the difficulties of marriage, they're gonna say, you know. But it's great. It's a lot of things that refine us as a couple and make us better. I think dating's cute. I think dating's easy. I think engagement has been, there's like, not harder, but like it showed that that like serious issues you gotta start talking about, you know. It's no more like, hey, like, where do you want to go to eat? It's like, hey, like, where do we spend our money? What kind of job are you gonna get? So you know, like, what is our plans for the future? Like, stuff like that. Where do you want to live? Like, you kind of take it up a notch. It's like went from dreaming to reality. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, this is real, and like, we kind of knew what we were getting into, obviously, or we wouldn't have engaged each other. But now it's kind of like, all right, so like, let's actually get down to the details of things, since this is a real thing. So
that we've both really learned, and we've both learned this through just the trials, and like you said, like, it's real. Like, the problems that we're dealing with now aren't like they still, dating, I think it's like, it's Ashton's issue and it's Jen's issue, and like, yes, we come alongside of each other and help each other and love each other through that, but now that we're engaged and we're going to be married, it's like, anything that is your issue and that you're struggling with is now my issue and I'm struggling with. And something that we've learned through that, because I mean, we both have so many insecurities that are buried that we don't know, and they come out at random times, and it's not always the best time. But something that I think we've also just been told through mentors and friends a lot is that we are two sinners and we live in a world of sin, and that's something that I've just really seen shown is like, it's true. It's not always
I'm a sinner. Like, you see, but
yes, you're a sinner.
As soon as you get engaged, you see that, like, you're
no, I knew before.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't a surprise.
Okay.
But it's I think you think it's always gonna, I think a lot of people go into relationships kind of thinking like, oh, it's gonna be awesome, like, we both love the Lord, and you know, God is so for us, and that's true, and but it's also true that, you know, we are sinners, and I think being engaged definitely has made that more real. I'd say.
I would say that another thing is boundaries. I think boundaries are like, I think they're harder. Don't you think? They're definitely harder because like you know you're gonna marry that person and you want to give yourself to that person completely, especially when I put a ring on her finger. Boundaries have definitely gotten harder.
When you're making those ring payments every month.
yeah. When you're paying for the payments every month, the boundaries are definitely tougher. So you almost have to, you know, set not stricter boundaries, but you got to really like be on your faith game. That's the thing. Honestly. I think the one huge thing is that we're definitely learning. We kind of leaned away from like reading our Bible and, you know, being a part of community and stuff like that because we're so affectionate. What's that word? Infatuated with each other.
And we were in busy seasons, planning a wedding in a crunch time like we are.
And she was graduating, and there's like so many things going on at once. And I think that was like, we definitely stepped away from that, and we're focused on me, and, you know, it was me and Jen. That was you know, it. And you kind of step away from, you know, your community and Jesus and stuff like that. Know that you completely love this person, and engagement's gonna make that even stronger and stuff like that. But you have to keep your eye on what you're doing it for, especially if you're a Christian couple. And getting engaged, it's a big deal. Getting married is a big deal. So taking those steps to be like, all right, I know that we're doing this, I know that we're planning this, I know that we're in a season where it's me and you, but like, let's focus on, you know, reading our Bibles, let's focus on Jesus on the center, because if you don't get it right in engagement, you know, you could still get it right in marriage, but get it right when it's not as hard, you know, when you're not fully committed to each other. So
the gospel and honoring God is the reason that we're doing these things. So I think, when we step away from that, it's like our boundaries all of a sudden, they make no sense. And it makes you want to, you know, if Jesus isn't like living in your heart every single day, then it's harder to keep those boundaries. And it's the reason for our why. So we need to keep our relationship with Christ, you know, healthy, for our relationship to be healthy, because without that connection, you know, we're going to empty. That's our like source. And we need to keep that source. So that's definitely something that's been hard. Something I've learned is I constantly, every day, have to put my love for Jesus before I put my love for Ash.
Weeks out, what's one thing that you're feeling about the wedding?
I'm feeling about the wedding?
Yeah.
I am
How you feeling?
I'm so pumped. I'm excited. Things are going to go wrong. I already know it. But that's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited. And I'm just excited.
Nervous?
Yes, but I don't think it'll hit me like my nerves until the day of. I think it's just gonna be like excitement. Like, we're gonna be able to have a day, you know, where we're gonna come under a covenant with Christ, and we're gonna be one, and we're gonna be surrounded by our family and friends, and tons of love and laughter, and it's gonna be an amazing day. It's gonna be amazing.
Anxious.
Okay, that's a good one for you. I'd agree.
Just because anxious definitely, because like you know it's on the horizon and stuff. It's like, I just want to get this done and over with. I hate if you know you want something, you go and do it. Obviously, we got engaged pretty fast, so like I knew I wanted to spend my life with Jen, so like, let's do it. So waiting it out, which is not even that long of a wait, but
no, not at all.
Yeah, but waiting it out.
You're patient over there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll admit it, guys.
Yeah.
No shame.
What?
Like, we're like impatient. Like, we got engaged pretty quick, and we're getting married pretty quick. It's okay.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm just anxious to like get, honestly, like the wedding is gonna be amazing, and like coming under a covenant, and like having our friends and family, and having like two families become one. That's awesome. And then me and Jen becoming one as well. That's an amazing experience. But the wedding is just like the start. So like I said, I just kind of want to not that I want to just get it done, but like I just wanted that day to happen so we can move on to like doing the good stuff, you know, like, you know, going to be able to travel and you know, start a ministry together, and serve together, have jobs together, and like just have life together. I'm just ready for that. So, and I know that's the day that becomes a reality. So I'm just anxious to have it so we can start doing that too.
Comment things that you guys want to hear from us, want us to talk about, anything. anything. It can be like life related, gospel related, relationship related.
Yeah.
We're thinking about doing a video on sex.
Yeah, a video on sex.
Let's talk about sex.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. Anything that we can pray for you about. And
No,
guys,
the camera's
I
still
know. We're not experts by any means. We're honestly, like, without Christ,
We have no
like
idea what
we're nothing. But yeah, let us know how we can help you, and you know, help you live a better life as we're trying to figure it out. We're young, we don't know what we're doing, but we're trying to figure out day by day. So, see you guys.